most landlords get it wrong. Most landlords only have maybe 1, 2 rental properties and they pay it off. And that's the narrative or the goal for a lot of people. But you see what happens when you own these properties long term, you pay them off. And to use an extreme case, by the time you get to, you paid off the property, say even, here in Hawaii, you get a rental property that rents for $5,000 a month. By the time you pay your taxes, insurance, things tend to break on it. You put a new roof on there, your $60,000 of rental income likely gets cut in half. That's the 50% rule that a lot of landlords talk about, where 50% of your income goes to expenses. And that kind of holds true even in the commercial real estate world. I would say maybe a little bit better efficiency, 40, 30% might be achievable. That $60,000 income might go down to 30 grand. And so 30 grand of profit or net operating income divided by now not the deployable equity of $200,000 on that property anymore, but the return on equity, the denominator is going to be like $1 million. So 20 grand over $1 million is 2%. So that's pretty pathetic, right? But that's what a lot of people do. It all comes down to these stages of wealth building. It comes down to, are you growing your net worth, or do you need to grow your net worth? Or are you at a critical mass point where you can live off your remaining capital, which I call core capital here? And I will probably say for most people, that's about $4 to $5 million net worth. As you start to age, your kids leave you, you don't need to pay for their college or nonsense liabilities and stuff like that. And your need for this core capital, which is your monthly burn rate, if you think about it like that, goes down and down. If you're in your 60s, you don't need $25,000 of monthly cash flow a month. You may be able to survive off less. Therefore, that baseline level of money that you need would be a lot less, maybe even a couple million at that point. But I think what I'm speaking towards is most people, the audience, are still trying to grow their capital, still trying to get their net worth to $4 or $5 million or greater. Therefore, you're in the situation where you have to continually, you got to push the envelope to some extent. And once your return on equity gets to be about 15, give or take 5%, you sell that sucker and you keep rolling the equity over.